Should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
GameWorn Radio is on the air.
Hey! Shelton scores! Up in the Cordova, baby! We're going bowling. Now, let's go hunt moose on a Harley. The fire, she scores! LA face with an Oakland booty. Scores! Make me a bicycle club. They score! Bowmeister paid that man his money.
GameWorn Radio.
Oh, hi. It's GameWorn Radio, part of GameWorn.us. Here with Tom and Dan, couple fun-loving sons of bitches.
Not on my phone, man. Not on my phone.
And we're going to talk about GameWorn jersey type shit, right? Right?
Sure.
All right. All right.
You know, we stopped doing this for like a month and a half, and you forget how to go through the ropes. I took a little break there. One of the cool things about that break is we now have the ability to accept live callers. Callers that want to call in during the show. We'll pick up the line, let you simmer for a minute, invite you into our conversation when we get a nice little break. You'll know, because we'll talk to you. But the number, if you can't see it, is 419-407-6798. That'll get you called in live to these freaking guys over here making microphone noise and shit.
That's not me, man. Gotta be Tom. Gotta be
It's
Tom.
like he's eating the microphone like, you know? Damn.
I dropped the phone, so that's what it was.
Come on. If I didn't like come out the gate and just start swinging at you, would this even be Game Worn Radio?
Well,
Nope.
that's the only way you do it is when you do it far away, because if you're near me, I'd knock you out.
Bullshit.
True.
You're a little bitch.
Oh, he's bigger than you, dude.
I would choke slam you.
Hold on. Hold my beer, he says.
Hold my beer. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down in Chicago.
Don't-
I rate the
Do
book.
it
I rate the book. All right, so yeah, we're talking about Game Worn Radio stuff. Game Worn Radio stuff. All right. So on the docket, what I missed while I was gone. I mean, I was out getting my head right. Some drama crap went down. People were pissing me off. I was pretty much at the verge of like ready to just call it a day and cash everything in, right? And you know, it's really weird how life kind of works itself out, you know. I went to doctors. Was getting back pain and shit from a car accident I had when I was 16. Went to the chiropractor. And it's like I'm chilling there, and I've been to the chiropractor before, and it's just like there's random events that can just renew like your interest in something. Is that what I'm looking for? Like reinvigorate how you feel about something. Like I'm here getting my back all cracked and my back's getting broken and shit. And like he was telling me about how he's a Red Wings season ticket holder from back in the day and all the games he was at. And I'm just like, man, you know, it's kind of I mean, I know what we do isn't exactly not mainstream, but just being able to talk to somebody about stuff like that and then engaging with him about, you know, like my collection, him taking an interest in some of the stuff that I had and was able to share with him. It's just like, man, you know what? I really do like this stuff, you know? Like, some of the drama gets to be some real fucking bullshit that I just do not like. And I don't know. I guess you just got to figure out a way to separate the bullshit and take in the good stuff. I mean, there's always going to be some assholes out there. It don't matter what you're doing. It could be this hobby. It could be, you know, giving people high fives on the street, trying to make everybody a good day. You're always going to run into an asshole. So I guess you can't let it get you down, right?
Right.
So that's where I was. I was just kind of thinking my way around it. And in the process, I was able to figure out some nice, fun audio routing to accept callers onto the show. We'll see if we get any today. Again, that number is 419-407-6798. And Yeah, what do you guys got going on? What I missed from you guys in the past month and a half that I was just like, fuck you guys.
You didn't miss much, man. I didn't do a whole lot, man. I actually I took all my jerseys down for a while. Stopped trying to sell them. Really didn't. Maybe a couple conversations, but it just got to be. I don't know, just kept going round and round like nobody wanted to trade, nobody wanted to really do anything. So I just said, forget it. I'll just take a break for a while.
Do you feel like the hobby's getting a little stagnant or something right now?
I think it's too specialized.
What do you mean?
I think people are getting so specialized in their jerseys that
Like
they
I'm
only
looking
want
for this one specific thing.
every month you see the trader thread, which I think is great. I think the trader thread's great. And I see the same people and the same jerseys. And I know there's a few trades out there. I know it. I mean, I've done it. I've had luck maybe 2 or 3 times. But it's the same jerseys and the same people. And then you say, hey, I got this. Let's just trade. And the trade to trade just to mix things up, that's going away because people are so, well, that's not part of my focus. Or I'm looking for but you didn't say what you're looking for. You just put it out there. So
Yeah,
I
it
think
can be a little bit tough, I guess.
I don't know if the market's getting flooded or if people have backed away. So it just seems like it's flooded because only so many people are out there. Everybody wants to sell, and it's. So I don't know. So I just backed away for a little bit, and try to, be patient.
I
with
mean,
it.
we
Just,
are
like,
kind of running down the end of the season. I mean, things start to come out now to, the end of the playoffs and whatnot.
And I think people are also, if they're wanting to buy, people are wanting to save up for the end of the year for the equipment sales and for the jersey pre-sales that some of them do at the end of the season. Like, I know the Flames, how they always do theirs at, like, March, or I think it's March. It's usually sometime in March is when they'll say, we'll take the orders now for all the jerseys for this season. So
Who likes the Flames?
I don't know. I do, maybe.
yeah, a couple of us. That's that's fine that people want to save up. It's just wondered why it's stagnant. It seems like
I think
and
it's just a lot of new collectors, and I think a lot of people anymore kind of want to do the thing like, well, I want to get a deal, but I want to make sure the other person doesn't get a deal.
We went. I went about 2 weeks with this other collector. Him and I were looking for a third person to make a three-way trade.
Oh, yeah, you like a three-way?
Yeah, man. Don't start with me, dude. So we just couldn't. It's like we couldn't find anybody to trade. It's like, how hard is this? And both of us were trying to get. It's like, oh man! Finally, we just gave up. We said, forget this. Just forget it because it's just. Well,
I mean, what were you trying to trade?
And that's right.
Why did it have to be a three-way? Why couldn't y'all just trade between yourselves? What was
the
missing piece?
The jersey I had, I didn't have what he wanted, and so we were trying to find a partner that would to get it to work it around. Sometimes you got to find a third person that's got it in the
mix. That sounds like a tall order.
Nah, man, I've done it before. You just got to find a couple people willing to that have everything matched up.
Dude, I've never had a three-way.
Well, because you're okay. Well, it's gotta say
it's hard. I've never had success linking that up.
I've done it.
I guess
twice.
You just have to find the right people to have a three-way.
Sure.
I mean, kind of locked down now, so it ain't happening anytime soon. But
well, if it comes into you got to just who you're talking to, and if you know what's out there. But like I said, I think a lot of people become so specialized, and they're probably people that are, like Tom said, that are saving money for the end of the year, or they're trying to sell because they want money for the end of the year.
Dude, I've seen a lot of player collector stuff lately. Did you know? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, and then they that bogs down because then that's all they want is the certain players. So you're like, well, so like I said,
I don't get it. I don't know why people collect one specific player. I don't collect any player.
Really? Are you gonna go there?
I mean, I could never participate on those threads. Anybody collect a specific guy? No, not me, man. No,
yeah, but
man,
I think
no.
it's just fun to have a certain section of jerseys that you just trade to trade, man. That I saw the I couldn't make it out of work, but I saw some pictures from the Nova Expo that they had this weekend, and looks like some people made some trades up there. Looks like some people went with the gold.
I read a
think
little
some
something that
people-
somebody did like a bomb trade like the night before the thing. Like I
Yeah, I
guess
think
supposedly it was a really big one, but nobody is like a little hush hush or something like that. I got somebody writing up a
yeah,
really good write up on the Nova Expo that we'll have a little bit later on in the week, so that'll be pretty nice. And Francis, who hosts the Nova Expo, is currently listening. So, hey Francis, what's up, man? Heard it was a good show. Sorry I missed it. It sucks having kids.
It does.
yeah. I mean, it was only like 3.5 hours for me. I could have made it, but had to work. So,
Dude, how do you miss it when you're that close?
because I work nights, and I would have never made it back in time and stuff. It wouldn't have
What
worked.
PTO's for? Or saying I
Well,
quit.
Yeah, that's not happening. New job, you don't get as much PTO as other people,
Man,
So,
you gotta stop being the new guy.
I know it's tough. But Francis does it every year, so always try again next year.
I'm gonna get down there one of these days. Unfortunately, I got another little one on the way, so it's probably not gonna be next year, unless something miraculous happens.
Yep, I know I've been there, man. With the little ones.
Hey, it's the last one for me, man. After this, snippity snip 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 snip. I ain't looking forward to it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I ain't trying to get down with more than 2 kids. I didn't even want 2, man. And like
Oh,
I've
you
been
gotta have
selling
two.
off like most of my stuff. Like I've been narrowing down my collection like super down because like I'm putting my one kid through private school because you try to do the best you can for your kids, right?
Right.
So we've been trying to start him early and doing the private school thing. I'm hoping like he gets into hockey and whatnot, so like he'll get a jump start
So
on the education part. So if he's doing travel hockey, he'll whatever. But like I'm selling off what I can as I can as fast as I can in order to make tuition payments and whatnot. You sacrifice a lot for your kids. So I mean, this hobby, and I see a lot of guys doing stuff similar. This hobby is cool when you can, but you gotta cycle out when you need to, because you gotta put your family first. And I mean, I know some big time collectors that really narrow down. I think Sean even mentioned it at one point that he was like, one day he was sitting there thinking about how much he had invested up in his jerseys. He's like, I don't know if I can do that to my family. Like, what if something happened? So there's always that aspect. So I can see like it being a revolving thing.
Yeah. I mean, you get what's everybody's got their number. What's a good number to have? Which ones can you move? But
But there's
I
still
don't know.
those ones that you can't let go. Like I got a couple
Yeah.
jerseys that I don't know if I'll never not have. You know what I'm saying? And still, I'll find a
Yeah.
way to make it work if like an insane deal drops. Like when I picked up that Paul coffee, I couldn't afford it at the time, but I couldn't let the deal go. It was that good of a deal.
Right.
I've been there with that Al McGinnis I have. It was an awesome deal. Look, the guy, the payment plan.
Tom, are you a mile away?
No, I'm as close as I can be to my phone.
You should scream into that bitch.
But no, I don't know if you heard, I'll say it again, is the Al McGinnis I had to save up, and the guy actually let me every so often, like months, takes payment. Make sure you pay me something at least once a month.
No idea what you said, homie. Did you hear him?
He talked to he had to, because I know the story too. He had an Al McGinnis, and the guy was willing to do a payment plan as long as Tom was consistent with his payments. The guy had no problem letting him make the payments on the jersey.
Oh
And,
shit,
you
that
know,
is such a good topic, dude. Payment
so
plans.
so Tom and this guy worked it out, and Tom did a payment plan, which I think pretty much everybody's done a payment plan. You put some money down that's non-refundable. It's usually pretty standard, and stick to your guns. And then everybody's, so Tom, I mean, and I'm sure a McGinnis jersey was not cheap.
Hell no.
No.
And, Tom was able to pay it off and get it something that's special to him, and the guy was willing to help Tom out taking a payment plan.
Man,
and in the end,
there you,
in the end, he got his
Tom.
money.
Being fiscally responsible. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Well, you don't want to. You don't want that word to spread that you don't do something.
Yeah, man. So, dude, that is such a great topic because it wasn't that long ago that I was talking to somebody who had an issue with payment plan stuff, right? So, I mean, every so often somebody will ask you to do a payment plan, right? And when you set it up, you're like, let's do a monthly thing, X amount a month, whatever. And you don't send them the jersey until the payment plan is complete, right? Dude,
Right.
Somebody came to me with a story not that long ago of the guy, working out a deal, and he put down the deposit, and then he paid like maybe two payments on it, and then was like, I can't pay this month, I'll pay you next month or whatever. And a couple months go by and he still hasn't paid, and then gave him like a partial payment, basically dragged out like structured payment, like not even like 25% of it paid off over 6 months. And finally the person who was like, all right, we'll do that payment, he's like, look, if you don't make this payment by this date, then we're just done. And the dude didn't make the payment by that date, and he was like, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and shut this shit down. He kept the money, kept the jersey, which in an instance like that, I mean, it's your time. Like, the jersey could have been on the market for sale, and the dude tried to file a PayPal claim on it.
Yeah.
Fine.
And so PayPal first sided with the buyer. And the dude was making the PayPal claim on the fact that it was an unauthorized charge. So the seller had to furnish evidence that the buyer knew that he was making the payments and failed to make the payments and sent the money on purpose and all that stuff. And finally, PayPal gave him the money back, but they originally took the money out. It's pretty wild. But it's like, if you're going to structure a payment plan like that, you got to get down on it. Is that really an airport?
Yeah, man, I live by an airport, the naval base.
Damn, dude.
That's loud.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so loud you were knocking out Tom's internet.
It's depends what's flying. Usually it's the helicopters, but once in a while you must have the jets over here tonight. So it is what it is, man. You get used to it.
You would be a seaman, wouldn't you?
Nice try, shipmate. Nice try.
I gotta give you a little bit, because for my real job, I work with military and Army and Air Force and Navy and all that jazz. So I gotta give you a little shit.
Yeah, it's all right, man. You're not like the first, and you sure won't be the last.
Hey, did you guys see that thread on that Montreal NHL 100 jersey, the peeling numbers?
No, I did not.
I saw something about it, but I didn't read. I don't think I saw the article. Was it the number was peeling?
Yeah, like the person got it in the mail,
sleeve?
looked at it, and was like, the numbers are peeling, and took a picture of it, and they were like peeled off, like they weren't stitched on and glued or anything, or the glue, they were only glued or something, and the glue was like deteriorating. Like, oh, that sucks, because them shits ain't cheap.
No, I'm sure that was the 100th anniversary, right, between them and the Senators.
Yeah.
That's the jersey you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those went on NHL auction, and they were not cheap.
I wish I would have grabbed the picture of that jersey peeling. I don't know if I could find it anymore. It's so hard to find like old topic shit on Facebook. Ugh.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, they changed it where it's harder to find stuff now.
Dude, it's hard to like interact with shit these days because they have those default like settings of like we're only gonna show you the most recent or the not the most recent. They don't even show you the most recent posts anymore. Like by default, they show you most popular.
I'm wondering why the showing up there about the Monsters jersey.
Dude, those Jets are tripping me out.
I don't even pay attention to them anymore.
We should get we should get you like a scuba thing so you can put your headset in the fucking and then you can't hear this shit anymore.
The scuba thing. Scuba Steve. I could become Scuba Steve.
Hell yeah. What were you saying, Tom? I couldn't hear you because Dan's Jets were knocking out your internet.
I was saying, I don't remember. Goddamn ADD.
Hey, GameWorn Radio. We got ADD. Anyway, for you guys out there, if you guys want to call and talk to these two fun-loving sons of bitches, 419-407-6798. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cheap. I'm glad I didn't buy one, but I kind of wanted to buy one just to see, like, if it was a regular thing. Let's see, what else do I have on our list to discuss?
I hope the person gets their money back, you know?
Shit, they ain't gonna happen. Let's talk about these for a minute. I like them. Timbergraphs, they're cool. Timbergraphs.com. There's some cool guys that make some cool stuff. I don't know. If you guys haven't seen it before, this is Luke Glendenning's autograph in a wooden thing. The guys are pretty cool. What they do is I like it because it accents like my collection. I put it in my lockers that I have. But they take player autographs, a few samples of them, kind of mix and mash what they need, get the curvature right. That way you can either hang it or lay them flat. The coolest one is the Steve Eiserman, so I'm hoping I get one of those someday. But yeah, if you get some time, we've been building a website for these guys, Timbergraphs.com. So you can check out some of the stuff that they have if you haven't seen it already. Classic auctions ended recently. Did you guys do any bidding in Classic?
No.
Did you look at anything in Classic?
No, part of the break I took. I don't even think I went. I think I called Post to go to it.
But nothing where it was like, gosh, I have to have that, where I want to stay up late to try to get that. Because I'm kind of like one of those people that Dan was getting pissy about. I've changed my focus. I'm no longer doing blues. In fact, I got rid of all my blues gamers. So, but I didn't see anything of what I normally collect. Like nothing Blue Jackets that I really was like, oh, I have to have that, or Flames or Lightning. So.
Wait, so by blues you meant like all things that are colored blue?
No, the St. Louis Blues.
Oh. You just said Lightning and Blue Jackets,
no.
So
I'm doing collecting Blue Jackets, Lightning, and Flames as usual, and Calvin Pickard.
I don't know who that is.
And Monsters.
Cleveland Monsters. But yeah, I don't really always engage in auctions and whatnot, but they did have the Paul Coffey collection up, so I was pretty interested in that, and I'm sure Marco was watching that too, because Marco had that Kings gloves and helmet combo for Paul Coffey, but I had bought that one jersey off of Sean, who bought it off of Paul Coffey, so I was like, I wonder what the values of stuff going on there are, and some people thought they were higher than they thought they would go for. I thought they went cheaper. Like, I thought for sure the Stanley Cup Finals Red Wings one would hit like $5,000. I think it was like 46 something. I was like, it's gonna be $5,000 easy. Nope. So I was pretty shocked by some of that stuff. But on this bout, there wasn't like my thing is the Red Wings. There wasn't a ton of Red Wing stuff in it, which is uncommon. I mean, last time it was just pummeled. Was it last time? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Classic before. There was like a Nyquist in it that sold for like 400, or maybe that was GameWorn auctions. I don't know. I just remember seeing the Nyquist sell ridiculously cheap, right? And then not long after, it shows up on eBay for $1,000. Just like,
Jeez.
man,
Crazy.
I'll tell
That's
you
where
who,
it-
but
I've
I'm sure you already know.
actually, I recently, most of the jerseys I've gotten recently, with the exception of one, has all come on eBay or a different site. Like, trying to buy on the Facebook page is it's maddening. Because, I like to think I offer a fair price when someone posts something, or I try to do a fair price when I sell something. But it just seems like, I understand everyone's like, oh, I like this player. I think he's a great player. And it's like, I feel like they kind of overcharge it because they're thinking more with their hearts instead of like with their minds sometimes when people sell. Like, I know when I get a jersey, 100% of the time, I'm not, or 99% of the time, I'm not going to get what I paid for it, which that's fine. I understand that. I'll probably get 100 or 150 less than what I actually paid, which I'm okay with that. But some people seem to take offense if you offer way low than what they pay for it. And
I find the whole taking offense to, no, it's funny how you kind of evolve or you change around events in the hobby. Like, your point of view can change. I used to get all like uppity about somebody being a dick and like offering 25% of my ask, and now I don't even give a shit. It's so hard to sell shit right now that I'm just like, it's par for the course. Somebody's gonna offer you some bullshit just to do it, and it's just like, that's the world we live in now, and you can accept it and move on and just be like, nope. Or you can get uppity about it and try and give them a tongue lashing. If you give them a tongue lashing, what good is that going to do? It might make you feel good about it for a minute.
Well, everybody's tough on the internet.
Now, I'm not saying don't ever give anybody any tongue lashings, because goddamn, some people fucking need that shit. But like, when it comes to somebody making you an offer on something, I'm just like, Like, if you ever post anything on eBay and you don't set like your minimum, like, buy it now rejection price, just assume somebody's gonna give you an offer of like $10 fucking. Every time, I guarantee it.
well, I have a jersey up for sale, and someone's like, "What's your lowest offer?" I said, "I don't know. Make me one. I'll tell you. If I want my lowest offer, I'll tell you what my lowest offer is when I put it for sale. I'm not going to say, oh, here's my price range of $150 and $300. What do you think someone's going to offer me? $150 or $300?
Hey, when was the last time you sold something, you actually sold something for your asking price?
This time.
You actually had somebody pay your asking price?
Yes.
The Ice Hogs jersey you finally sold?
It's pending payment when I see the guy this weekend. But he agreed to it, and he's like, but if someone pays it before I do, they get it. That's fine, because I understand they're getting it before me. He's like, I'm just going to be down there, and I'll pay you what you want for it. He goes, because he's a Monsters fan, so he's like, that price for that player for the team that he's on, that's cheap compared to what Ice Hogs usually go for, and that's also cheaper than what like his Monsters go for. So he's like, that's a great deal for me. I'm taking it.
Well, I find it hard. I think some people, first of all, I think we discovered, well, maybe most people might not know, every team's got about $250 into the jersey. That's the baseline price for a game-worn jersey. So if you get a game-worn jersey under $250, you got a good deal.
Yes.
Period. Because it's $250 right at the top. So, if you went on NHL.com and tried to buy an authentic one with a fight strap and everything, they're $400. So there's your next baseline. So we talked about this, I think, before we went on break a month ago about value. What is perceived value? And some teams and some players sell for more, sell for less, blah, blah, blah. But, getting that, you had that jersey up there for $350, a game-worn jersey for $350 is still a good deal.
Yes. I thought too, but.
So, unless you put down or best offer, that's your price,
Mm-hmm.
God,
And
rose tinted glasses, man. I feel so different than you guys just because of we've been working with the Crunch to sell their jerseys, and it's like I've got jerseys that are $150 that we can't even fucking move.
I know. I'm saying if you get a jersey under $250 roughly, right on that time frame, you got a great deal because that's what the team has into it off the bat. So anything less than that from anybody, if you get it from the team, whether you get it from another collector, whether you get it from eBay, if you got a jersey for less than $250, you got a good deal. Period.
When I list stuff for 25 to 40% more than what I really want out of it. Because everybody offers fractions of what you want on everything, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Somebody's going to try and talk me down, and the only way to sell it is to accept it, because if you're not willing to work with them, they're going to be like, oh, you're not willing to work with me, so then you got to overinflate your asking price to give you room to go down to where you really want to be, and then everybody's all like, oh, you're asking too much, and it's just so tiring, man.
It is. If you mark it high so you can negotiate down what you want to get for it, then nobody talks to you because they think it's high. If you put it lower than what you want, they still want to talk you down.
Caller, you're on GameWorn Radio. Who we got?
Hey, Derek, Francis Rady. How's it going, guys?
Francis, what's going on, man?
Francis.
Congratulations on another child. Way to go.
Hey, man, it was nothing but a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I hear you. I have a 19-year-old, so it's great.
Well, it sounds like you had a really, really good show this past weekend. I got somebody jocking up an article for us soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it was really good. We had the Nova Caps come out, and the guy was interviewing some of our guests and talking to some collectors and dealers, and it was really a great day. Yeah, a lot of wheeling and dealing on Friday night, and then
did we lose him?
Some deals going on Saturday. Well, I did a few deals.
Oh, we're getting another caller. I'm gonna have to call him back.
That's all right.
We'll get them back. You're already on the line. Tell us a little bit about what your favorite thing was at the Nova thing.
Well, one of my favorite things every year is just seeing everybody, coming down and getting together on Friday night. We had some new people this year. Mike Hogan from Ice Violence was there. Spivak was there from GameWorn Auctions. And so it was nice to see them. Been years since I've seen them. Well, not Hoagie. I usually see him at Migra every year. But just seeing people, come in and the passion that they have for collecting and some of the nicest stuff that, you never see, like Caps collections, Jeff Thompson and Chuck Fritter, stuff like that you just never see. And then Derek Whitwer got his WHA collection. I mean, got some pretty impressive stuff right there. So that's what I'm impressed with the most, plus all our guests and then people coming in and out all day. And it's just a great day, Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it was. I took some. We got some pictures and stuff, and I don't know if you got a chance to see him. I know you said you've been away for a while, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that article up this Friday. Matt McGonnell's writing it, and he's gonna throw some pictures at us, and we'll get that up for you, man.
Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Yeah, that means a lot. We gotta get you guys out here one day. I know everybody's work and got families, and I get it. I try to schedule when I can. Some people say, "Oh, it's my daughter's birthday." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but this is kind of when I do it every year." Because I usually try to do it when there's a hockey tournament in town. Because I have one gentleman that comes every year and just sets up with hockey cards and I have a bunch of people that stay at the hotel with their kids, and they come in and they might buy a practice jersey or two, and they buy cards and stuff. So it's like a win-win for everybody. It's just a great day.
Excellent, man. Well, I appreciate the call. Thanks for calling in, and hopefully I'll get out there to one of these shows shortly.
Yep. Thanks so much, guys, and I'm going to hang up, and I'll keep listening. Have a good night.
All right, take it easy, Francis. Thank you.
Yeah, you too, Derek. Bye.
Pretty cool. That was Francis talking about the Nova Expo. Callers, we 419-407-6798. Anybody wants to talk about some of the stuff that we're talking about, we're more than willing to engage. I've got another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name?
Hey, it's Scott over in Chicago. How you doing, Derek?
Scott, what's going on, man?
Nothing. I was going to call in and jibber jabber with Francis.
Because
that is the greatest show in the whole circuit, you know?
I got to figure out how to do the two-way calling still. Were you at the Nova Expo?
I've been to like 5 or 6 of the 12 that Francis has done, but this year the airfare was just outrageous. I couldn't justify getting out there.
Yeah, unfortunate. Hopefully we'll have an article up by the end of the week so you can kind of see if anything's changed or been the same or different.
Oh yeah, well, like Francis was just saying, you know, he has a great core, you know, group of collectors out there. You know, Derek, Bert, Scotty, Francis, obviously, and then, you know, my buddy Paul Schiavone even made it up from Boston. So I would have loved to have been there just to see Paulie alone, let alone the other guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
Those Capital collectors are hardcore. Jeff's got some incredible stuff. Derek. You know, it's not every day you walk into a show and you could see just decades and decades of hammered jerseys. And it's a great competition these collectors have, the Caps collectors, because you could see how they try to outdo each other. And
hopefully it's a friendly competition.
Oh, it is, yeah. You know, I haven't seen Alan there in a while. Al used to show up. Who else? Well, I can't remember them all, but Marty would show up with his Rangers. Those were just beauties. He used to have some beautiful Rangers. Barry brings out the new stuff, so if anybody wanted to buy a current cap, you know, Barry brings out a couple racks of those. So it's a great show. You know, even if you're not a Capitals collector, it's worth it to go out. And like you were saying before, you know, there's always some kinds of trades being made. So I don't know what Hogan brought with, if he brought a lot of inventory or not, but he would have been a good guy to make some trades with.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I mean, everybody keeps saying how it's the best show, or one of the best shows to go to, so we've definitely been trying to encourage people to make sure they try and get a moment to attend that one.
Yeah, and it's affordable, too, you know. Collectors' tables are, you know, they're like under $50, $50, $60, something like that. So they're very affordable. And the hotel that Francis puts that show at, it's a riot. There's a great little bar attached to it. There's good food close by. And they also have, Francis makes it free, like for people to walk in. So what's cool is there's usually a hockey tournament in town that week. Mm-hmm. So there's gajillions of little kids running around buying hockey cards and looking at the jerseys and stuff. And now and then one of the dads gets the interest to buy his one lone jersey, you know, a Capitals guy, for example, and he'll buy something from Barry or he'll buy something off one of the other guys' tables. So it's kind of cool to watch the non-collectors come in and eyeball this stuff, and somebody takes the plunge right before your eyes, you know?
Nice. Yeah, it's always nice to get new collectors interested in the hobby, that's for sure. We got to grow.
Yeah, so, you know, it starts the guy out, and the next thing you know, next year, you come back to the show, he comes back with his kid for the same hockey tournament, and he's got 2 or 3 jerseys looking to add another.
Fantastic. I love it. Well, y'all keep up the good work, and hopefully I'll get out there sometime, get to see you, and I'm sure Dan and Tom will want to do the same.
Yeah, I'd like to set up a couple, you know, put a couple Hawks on the table or something like that, just for show and smell.
Right.
Make some trades, see what happens. Anyway, keep up the good work, Derek.
Hey, thank you so much.
And my wife loves listening to you guys too, believe it or not, to see what we're all about.
I'm funner when I'm shit-faced, I'm sure.
All right, well, hey, have a good night. Take care, fellas.
Hey, you too. Thanks for the call.
All right, bye. Thanks.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad that we're getting a couple more people engaged and calling in. It's kind of a nice feature that we get to do. I know you guys were saying that you couldn't hear him, or at least couldn't hear him well, so we'll get that flushed out. I don't know why.
I heard Francis at the start, then he was gone, and then the second
Strange.
caller right at the end just heard just a crackle, but didn't hear anything they had to say.
Well, we'll get it figured out and flushed out. I could hear him fine, and that was fun for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the Nova Expo, man.
You can hear it.
Nova Expo.
Nova Expo, yeah, it's something you gotta try and make sure you go. I still can't believe you didn't try to go. I mean, call off work, man. I'm sick.
I didn't know the date, or I would have went.
It was this past Saturday. What is it? The 10th. I think it's about the same time every year, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, it's roughly around the same time every year. Yeah. I've been not doing a very good job at doing articles that promote specific events, just because it's hard for me to write so many articles and structure them and whatnot. I've been asking for little assistance, so that's why Matt kind of jumped on board, and he's helping me out writing an article for the Nova Review. So hopefully as people have more events and whatnot, they'll let me know, and I'll get off my dead ass and be putting them up there so more people know when they're going on. It sounds like Francis was full up on that show too. I think he sold out all his tables.
Yeah, he sold out his table. He posted he sold all his tables, which was a good thing. I'm not sure how big it is, how much room he has. It looked like it was a typical ballroom at a hotel. It's kind of what it looked like from the pictures I saw. I know they met up at the hotel on Friday night, 'cause I saw someone post who's going to be there Friday. So people, I think, showed up Friday night. They hung out. I think, hung out in the hotel bar or whatever, and then Saturday was the show, and that was it.
Yeah, it's kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chicago show, from what it sounds like. I miss that. We're coming up on a year of that one here soon.
Yeah, can't believe it's been a year.
I know.
And when's the next one? 2020? Is that when we're doing the next one?
I'm working on it. I'm really, really working on that one. I would love it if things came together on it, but it hasn't been easy right now to get a hold of people to accomplish that. So, I mean, I'm really trying to lock down a venue. I'd really like to work with the hosting venue for the games, but it's a tall order. I'm shooting for the moon on it, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, you're 2 years out, so they might not deal that far out. They might, you might get a hotel or something like that, but a venue or something that might be too far out for them,
We'll see. I mean, the least you can do is try, right?
Right. No, you can try. But that success rate might be hard right now,
No, we'll see. I mean, I got plans. We'll just see if I can make them happen. I've been trying to do more of thinking of topics to help people. One of the more recent ones that I wrote was about there were some questions out there of like how people store their jerseys.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. All the rack and everything.
Yeah. So I use the Z-Rack. I know a ton of people that use the Z-Rack. You can get them in different types of covers and supports and whatnot. So I'm trying to like steer people to the right place to find things they're looking for. For my personal stuff, I've been trying to reach out to a couple guys. I posted on one of the puck groups today, because you know how you get the pucks and they come in those square flat things, and they look dead, and you set them up on the thing and you can see one face of them. Well, some of the guys were showing off their collection. They have pucks and they're like tilted downward and at an angle because they're in a cube, like a baseball cube. So I was trying to find out, what cubes work and what cubes look good, because I know for the very few pucks that I have, and like I have got a little tiny puck collection going for Lucas, because for some reason he loves pucks. He'll walk around and tell everybody about his pucks and everything when they come over. So I want to get him some cool ones, so like you could, because they're stackable, but they angle them downward so you can see like the face of it, but then the sides too, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So I've been reaching out to people to kind of find out what products other people use, and I'm kind of trying to advise people like, here's what works and here's what doesn't. I've got a couple. I just ordered them. You know how you can do shadow boxes, and people put shadow boxes in jerseys and shadow
Yeah.
boxes. Well, one of the things that I don't like about them is like they're flat. Like when you put it in a shadow box, you have to pin the jersey in there, and it's flat, and it's all crushed, and they're thin, and like they just seem so unlifelike, right? So I was hunting around for some sort of case that you can hang on the wall that has a hanger inside of it, so the jersey like hangs like it would on a rack. And I found this one that has like a inch and a half like plastic hanger inside, and it loads from the top. So you put the jersey on the hanger and then slide it in from the top, so it seals it from the top so you don't have dust. Dan's fucking sleeping on me. You little bitch.
Yeah.
So I'm
Listen.
hoping to get those soon, try them out, so I can be like, yo, this is good, or I can be like, yo, don't use these because it sucks. I'm a little bit nervous on how easy it is going to be to get the jersey in there and hanging the way I want, because I'm like weird OCD. Like that's why I have so many Glendunnings, is because I can't stop. It's like a OCD completionist thing in me. Like honestly, I was like, yo, I should stop doing this, and then the other part of me is like, I can't. Like when you play a video game, you know they have those achievements at the bottom. You know exactly what those fucking achievements are for. They're for to keep you playing, and they get me because I'm like, I gotta get them all.
Well, maybe they'll trade them and you won't have to worry about it anymore.
I'd still have to go get them from that team, what I need them to do. No, I can't say what I need them to do because that would be a bad thing.
It won't. If they trade them, it won't be as easy to get them.
Depends. If it goes with my gray team, pre-orders.
Oh, Migra, yeah. Speaking of Migra, I've seen some Vegas jerseys popping up. People.
Yeah, dude, they're starting to hit. I didn't know how long it would take to start actually seeing the jerseys hitting the market, and they're starting to hit them. After the trade deadline, some of the players getting moved around, and then I can't remember what somebody else's reason was.
I think it was deck was the reason someone had to do home improvements or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Give the wife home improvements or some shit
I
like
really wanted that one, but there was no way I could do that price. But it was nice to see, because he's one of my favorite players. I liked him when he was with the Blue Jackets. It was just cool to see his Vegas jersey, like who had it and everything.
Right.
Yeah, they've pretty much got everybody's attention the way they're playing and everything. So
I'm lucky I get to go out there here in mid-late April. So I'm hoping they have a playoff game. Yeah, dude. Come on. For work. I'm going to be there for work.
For work. That's whatever, man. Whatever work.
For work. Hey, if you just happen to be out there when I'm out there, man, I'll get you drunk.
That's not hard in Vegas.
No, I'm just saying we can go get drunk. I'm gonna be out there like April 17th, so plan your ticket, man. Hit me up when we're out there. Let's do it. Gotta take some of that PTO. Seriously, if you want to come, let's do it.
Oh, I was messing with you. You're going again.
Do you want me to bring you back a souvenir?
Nope. I've been to Vegas, man. I'll go back.
You don't want a Vegas puck? I could get you a matchup puck that might be worth like $300.
Yeah, I sold you. You sold those pucks for a crazy price, man.
Mm-hmm. Bought them back too.
Oh, you bought them back?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I guess you have seller's remorse, I guess, huh?
Nah, I bought back the ones that were like reprints or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the different backing. They don't have the limited edition.
The ones you sold were limited edition?
I don't know. I don't know what the whole deal is on that. We only got 10 minutes left to talk. I don't know if I want to take all of it because I hear my little dude stomping around when he should be in bed and pissing me off. But I did want to talk about the... It's not even funny, dude. You have no idea. Like, I love having kids, but I hate having kids.
Doesn't even make you mad. Huh?
I've already been there, man.
I'm there. There's no reason to get mad at them being up. I mean, come on.
I'm the one who has to take him to
Get-
school tomorrow.
When? I do it every fucking day.
Hey man, I like my kids when my kids are doing good things. I don't like my kids when they're not.
Oh man,
Staying up late is not a bad thing.
You have so much to learn. You have so much to learn.
I know.
Child play.
I suppose it doesn't help that I'm like tired right now. I think I'm perpetually tired. No. That might also be a parent thing, but I'm still not used to it. All right, what was I talking about before we stammered off? The pink jerseys from Les Canadiens. Did you guys check those out?
I did, but they are too rich for my blood. So I was keeping an eye on them, and somebody posted a picture of one of the ones that they have already. So I guess they've already sold some of them. So they sold some at the game at auction, and then they are auctioning off the others. I might go after Dao because it's still pretty cheap. It's $161. But
what is this?
What?
What jerseys are these again?
So
female Canadian jerseys.
WCHL.
Oh,
it's WCHL. Yeah.
Oh, from Migrate.
Yeah. Not from Migrate.
No, these ones are on eBay.
Yeah, it's
eBay. Oh, is it the Team Canada eBay site?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's the Les Canadiens eBay. If you go to the GameWorn.us Facebook page, the third post on the page, I got a link to it. It'll take you right to all the listings so you can see them.
Not that I can afford anything, but it's always cool to look.
100% of the profits are donated to a breast clinic. So that's pretty cool. So I've been keeping my eye on that. A few Canadian Team Canada players from the Olympics, and of course Hillary Knight from Team USA, gold medalist. So pretty cool. I got them on my watch list.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching them just to see what they would do.
Yeah, they end in like 4 days, so it's still got some time. So they will likely be out of my price range, but it's nice to pipe dream sometimes, right?
Right. Well, you want to know what they go for.
For sure. I mean, they're not bad looking jerseys. Plus, I mean, I don't really have a pink one. It's not like I don't have any problem walking around with a pink jersey on. Do you?
Nope.
I do it. I got no shame.
Depends what the pink is for. If it's Susan G. Komen, then no, I'm that guy that doesn't. I don't mind the color pink. It's just I think for me, it's usually the foundation or charity kind of, or lack of charity in this case, it goes to. If it's Susan G. Komen, but I'm sure here comes all the hate mail. So,
I'm not even gonna get into it. I was about to drop some bombs, some knowledge on you, but I'll do that in private.
Whatever.
Oh man. Unfortunately, it was a light night tonight. One of the things I will be doing though, usually I'm the guy that spins this up, and then I do all the primary talking and stuff. That gets old after a while. I think people are starting to get tired of listening to me talk and ramble and lead the show. So I'm going to be trading off every now and then with Jason when he's not being unavailable. And I'm going to let him start hosting the show a little bit. I'll still set everything up and get it rolling, but I'm going to let him start doing little stints of leading the conversations and topics and whatnot while I just sit back and do what you guys do. How about that?
Sure.
Sure thing.
Yeah, man. Or float your boat.
It does float my boat. It floats my boat very quickly.
Be good.
I don't even know what that means. But it gets the people going. That's a meme. All right, guys.
You're
Well,
me.
hopefully, eventually I'd like to get Bobby back on because Bobby was at the All-Star game, and I'd really like to talk about the All-Star game.
Yeah, yep. He was down there.
And Jason, we got to get him on. Marco was supposed to be on, but he called off. We're going to have Nick Veers on again soon, hopefully. So I'm going to be talking to him. He wants to come on and talk about some of the old school stuff from back in the day. He also said he wanted to talk about the current climate of the hobby. So that'll be interesting to get his opinion. So a few things to look forward to in the future, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're looking at 2 weeks, guys. And we'll see you then, yeah?
Yeah, 2 weeks, man. No problem.
Cool. All right. Well, hopefully we'll have a good batch of guys on. Everybody out there still listening, thanks for listening. We'll get this cut and up online shortly.
Oh, there's